This episode of the Gamerheads Podcast is brought to you by Seven Bridges Premium Gourmet Yum Yum Sauce. Enhance every bite with our savory blends of flavors, perfect for meats, vegetables, and crispy treats. Whether you're dipping, drizzling, marinating, grilling, roasting, or snacking, Seven Bridges Yum Yum Sauce takes your culinary experience to the next level. Get yours today and make every meal a gourmet delight.
Hi, I'm Celia Schilling from Yacht Club Games.
Hey, this is James from Megacat Studios.
Hey folks, this is Matt, aka Stormageddon from Reignite and the Fun and Games Podcast.
This is Stephanie from the Boss Rush Podcast and the Boss Rush Network.
Hey, this is Mark and Keon from Bunte Avond.
Hey, this is Sebastian with the ProNerdReport.com and the Single Player Experience Podcast.
Hi, this is Chris.
Mike.
And Garrett from Daylight Basement Studio.
Hey, this is Baron J67 from Level 1 Gaming.
Hi, I'm Jacob McCourt from the Left Behind Game Club, Crossplay Conversations, and Video Game Trivia.
Hey, this is Todd Mitchell from Code Right Play.
Salutations, this is Mike Carroll from Stroll Art.
Hey, this is Jeff Moonen from Fun and Games Podcast.
What's good, y'all? This is Adam from Respawn Aimfire.
Hey, this is Patrick from the Backlog Odyssey.
Hey, this is Rune from Runic Codes.
Hi, this is Andrew from Spalato Bros.
Hi everyone, Jill Grote here from the Indie Informer.
Hello, this is the Crypt Master, and you're listening to Roger you're listening to Roger on the Gamerheads Podcast.
And welcome to another episode of the Gamerheads Podcast. My name is Roger. Along with me this week is my good friend and co-host, Stephanie.
Hello.
Is just us this week. Yeah, so
just the pair of us.
Just the two of us. We got I have some gaming news I want to cover with you today and cover with the listeners as well. And we got some games that are releasing, and then we have our main topic. And the main topic that I'll be talking about, or we'll be talking about, that I want to bring up, and I want to get your thoughts too, is did Nintendo do enough to convince people to get a Nintendo Switch?
We will get into that.
We will get into that. So before we get into all of that, though, I should say thank you to our patrons. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Matt. Thank you so much for supporting the Gamerheads Podcast. And listeners, if you want to support the Gamerheads Podcast, you can as well for as low as $3 a month. You can join the Gamerheads Nation. That helps us put together this show and allows us to go to things like PAX, which is coming up in like 2 weeks.
Yay, PAX!
Yeah, I hope you can come with us in Boston next year, Stephanie.
I'm really hoping. It's a lot because I have a big trip where I'm hoping to go to Disney next year, and between school and all kinds of other stuff, it's hard for me to save money right now. Yeah. But I'm really hoping that I can make it next year because PAX has been on my bucket list for a lot of years.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping. I'm a huge Penny Arcade fan.
Yeah.
So
nice. Well, hopefully in Boston we can get the whole crew to Boston. That would be really cool. We can get
that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. So but yeah, PAX West is coming up in like 2 weeks, and I can't say anything because a lot of things are like you can't talk about it yet.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to talk about the things. I mean, I told you one of the things, the email sending out, that interview, that's one of the things we'll be doing at PAX. So
that's amazing. I'm so jealous. That's so cool.
Yeah. So we'll talk more about that though when we get closer. Well, when we get back, apparently. Probably from Seattle, so
yeah. Please look forward to it.
Yeah. Well, I do have some gaming news. This is I have 2 items that I'm going to talk about today. The first one kind of relates actually to our topic, and I actually want to get your thoughts on this too. Okay. So Nintendo is raising, or has raised, the prices of the original Switch. And controllers and other things as well. So right now, the OLED Switch is just $50 cheaper than the Switch 2. Now, that's just the base model for the Switch 2. It doesn't include the Mario Kart, right? So,
right.
So this is probably I don't know how you cannot think it's related to tariffs, because I'm pretty sure it's related to tariffs.
It was expected. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, yes, I expect, you expect it once you hear about the tariffs and all that, but like actually having it become live is like,
yeah, it's
no.
It's kind of hard. It's fun. I mean, it's kind of funny, not like ha funny, but like, I don't know. We had an episode 2 months ago. I had an economist actually on the show to talk about the impact of tariffs and why are tariffs a thing to begin with? Like, why even implement them? What's the purpose of tariffs? And the impact that it could have on the gaming industry. So if you are so inclined, you can go back and listen to that episode. It's a very good episode. I mean, gets really into the into the weeds in regards to the economy and like how tariffs work and like how this could all play into things. But this was one thing that we talked about was, prices for things could go up, especially older systems. But I suspect, and this is, we can get into this when we talk about the main topic. I suspect that Nintendo will increase the price of the Switch 2. And they're not quite yet, because they're trying to get that people in the door for the introductory, they just launched. They don't want to raise the price, right? But they're raising the prices of the old Switch. They're going to be raising the price of Switch 2.
And I think because like the Switch has had a price increase, I don't want to call it a scare tactic, but it's kind of a scare tactic okay, well, if they're raising the Switch 1 prices and it's only, like you said, $50 behind the base non-bundled Switch 2, I suspect the Switch 2 is going to go up in price. So I better get it now. It's only $50 more for the Switch 2,
Yeah.
It's a tactic, and I understand it on a business sense. I mean, it's hard to fault them for it because they're only doing what they need to do, as much as we don't like it. I've said it for months. I've said it for years. We have gotten away with cheaper games for many, many years. We haven't had a game increase or price for in games like increase in years, decades. And it's just, we're behind, and now it's catching up fast.
Yeah. It is weird though to have older systems all of a sudden increase, and then, I mean, when the Switch 2 came out, a lot of people balked at the price, and I mean, I get it, but I was like, well, I mean, I bought it, so I mean, I think it was worth it, right? But when you see the old systems increasing in price, then that just is like, oh, that's weird. But I think you make a good point though too. Like, yes, they increase the old systems, but could they use that as a tactic to generate more sales of Switch 2? And maybe that might happen. Who knows? So
it might not be a huge jump, but I'm sure they'll probably see a slight increase in Switch 2 sales.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they're paying attention to that stuff too. So yeah. So we'll talk more about the Switch 2 and all that coming up here. The next article though I have here, which I thought was really funny, I titled this, "Will the real Cory Barlog please stand up?" Have you heard about this? Did you hear this story?
No, but I like that title though.
So Cory Barlog, the director of God of War 2 and God of War 2018, posted this on his Facebook account. It says, quote, "I would like to share a little bit I'd like to share a little bit about our new project. I'm incredibly proud of what the team at Santa Monica Studio has been accomplishing. It is technically it's a technically ambitious project, something that's not easy to achieve. This is a new IP we've been working on for years, and if all goes well, we're planning to show it to you all later this year. I couldn't be more excited." And then he ended it with 2 heart emojis. Thing is, that wasn't from him. That was a fake account. He did not post that.
No.
So Sony and Santa Monica have come out and said, no, that is not from him. That is not his account, as a fake account. It's just a weird thing. Why would somebody do that? Why would somebody post a fake account? Or create a fake account and then post something like that. I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe they did it on a dare, or maybe they did it and like, okay, maybe if I say this, maybe they'll actually come out with something.
Yeah,
or
maybe
actually admit
maybe
something.
I think
Who
it
knows?
in existence. Yeah, think it in existence, it will come. I don't know. Yeah, it's just really funny. But what a strange thing. But yeah, I just think it's just, I don't know, it's just a weird thing. But I loved that I titled it "Will Them Real Corey Barlow Please Stand Up."
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
So,
oh my gosh,
those are the two news things that I had. Do you have anything in regards to news that came out this week, or anything that you've been watching?
Not really. I know. Not really. Nothing that I've really been catching lately. Just been looking forward to some new patches releasing for some games that I'm playing, but that's about it.
Yeah. It's kind of a slower week, it feels like, for news. But we do have.
I notice that usually happens around like when like PAX is about to happen, or
a
larger convention. News kind of
like Gamescom
slows down. Yeah. Like it slows down a little bit because everyone's holding their breath, so they're not letting anything out yet because waiting for the big reveals. And
yeah. I mean, like, there's two big events, right? Gamescom and then PAX West coming up like back to back, which is crazy. I will say, I mean, by the time people hear this episode, they'll have seen this, but there is, because we're recording this on the Monday, the day before Tuesday. I don't know why I'd explain that. But there is the Air Riders Direct too, the Nintendo Direct that's coming out. So, I mean, that was kind of like out of nowhere news. That was kind of cool, but
yeah.
By the time people hear this, they'll be like, yeah, that's old news. Already seen it. So, all right. Well, do you want to, let's go through the games that are releasing for this week. So, Stephanie, do you want to go through the games that are releasing for this week?
Yes, I can. So August 18th, on PC, we are actually going to have Stick It to the Stick Man coming out. And then let's see, on August 19th, we have Shantae Advance Risky Revolution. That'll be coming out on PlayStation 5, your Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Switch, PC, Xbox One, everything under the sun. It'll be there. Also on the 19th, which I am personally very excited for, we have Sword of the Sea. That's on PlayStation 5 and PC. I'm very excited for that one. A couple days later, on August 21st, we have Discounty. That'll be on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, PC. Also on the 21st, we have Hurdling, also coming out on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Switch, and PC. And also we have a threefer then on August 21st, Inazuma 11 Victory Road, coming out on everything: PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, the Switch 2, PlayStation 4, Switch, PC. You'll be able to get your hands on it.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat with you. I think Sword of the Sea looks really fantastic. And I mean, we talked a little bit about it before recording. Same art director, you said, as Journey and as Sky. Is it the other game? Is that what it's called?
Sky is also made by the same people that made Journey, but it's going to be the same art director from Journey to Sword of the Sea. So It still has that very distinguished art style that Journey had, and from what I've seen of what gameplay they've shown us, that it looks like it's going to feel like that very fluid motion that Journey had, which I'm very excited for.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too. I've heard, I mean, I've just from friends that they've gotten to check out Discounty. Not, I haven't heard much more than that, but that game also kind of interests me. And then Herdling was a game that was at PAX. I didn't get to try it at PAX, but it looked cool, and it looked like a game that I think I would enjoy. Kind of a cozy kind of game. So, but yeah, out of those games, I think Sword of the Sea is like on my list as well. So very cool.
I think that one's on a lot of people's lists, especially since Journey is so well loved and just praised, and I think that one's going to be.
When you played Journey, did you? I cried at the end of Journey.
I have a very personal story about Journey, just to kind of give a little insight why it means so much. Whenever I played it, for anyone who hasn't played it, whenever you play Journey, you do meet other players. You don't know what their names are. They know their usernames don't pop up, gamer tags, nothing pops up. The only way that you communicate is just by honking at each other.
Yeah.
And I played about half of the game or so by myself. Like, I didn't encounter anybody. I didn't see anyone else talking. And then I encountered somebody, and they came like running up, honking at me. I honked at them. We did like a little dance around each other, and then we just played the rest of the game together. And without spoiling too much, but you can, quote unquote, die, which will basically send you back to the checkpoint. Well, we reached the point where you were able to have that happen to you, and they ended up dying and disappearing from my game. And like, the story of the game is just to kind of reach like the summit at the end. And so like, after they died and they left me, like, I was in tears finishing the game because I just wanted to finish it in their memory, because you'll never run into them again. You don't know who they are. And it was just like, and the music is just absolutely stunning, and I cried the whole rest of the way.
Yeah, I have a very similar situation too, where I was playing with, again, you don't know who you're playing with, right? It's just like some random people, and they were leading me. They were kind of like, follow me, like, just honking and stuff. And I followed them because I didn't know what I was doing, and it felt like they've run through this before. But then same similar situation. I don't think they died, but they just kind of disappeared, and then I lost them, and I felt kind of lost for a moment there. And I thought, I got to keep going though. Like, this is like, it almost felt like a spiritual spiritual moment, like it's a weird thing to say that, but it is really it is a good game.
Yeah. And Sky has that same sort of feeling. Like, they have some text and stuff that you can actually like physically chat with people, but in a specific, way that you have to have it set up. But you can opt to not do that at all and basically have the same experience. And you can run around as a moth and have, butterflies guide you along. And it's just, it's the same kind of feeling. You don't know who they are, and you give them a nickname because you don't know their name. And it's great. I love it.
Yeah. What was that? Do you remember the name of that game? I don't. The one that you reviewed, it was kind of like along the same lines. It was like the Studio Ghibli kind of look to it.
Europa?
Yeah. That it had a lot of that same vibe. I played that game too after your review. I was like, oh, I should play this game. It has the same kind of vibe to it. But I still think like Journey just has a special place. Like,
it's a special game. Like, anytime someone says I haven't played it, I'm like, please play it. It takes you a couple of hours to beat it, and that's it. Just do it in one sitting. And it'll just it sticks with you. It's one of those games that you remember. Like, I could probably play it again now. I've only ever played it once.
Yeah, me too. And I could only emotionally handle it.
I could probably play it again now, but because it's been some time, so I don't remember every single tiny detail. But I don't want to, because I'm not going to have the same experience, and I want to hold on to that.
Agreed. So, well, thanks for reading through those. All right, so now let's move on to our main topic. So the main topic that I want to talk about was actually a two-part topic. So Nintendo had two major directs, or not directs, but directs. They had a partner direct, and then they had a showcase, an indie showcase. And I guess did you see either of them or both of them? Have you seen anything about those games?
I watched the partner direct.
Okay.
I watched the partner one.
Yeah, I watched both.
The showcase.
Okay. So I'll just go through real briefly on some of the games that were listed in both of the directs here, and then we can talk about which one we thought did a better job. So in the partner direct, I'm not going to read through all of these, but I'll highlight some of them. You have Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection. There was Just Dance 2026 edition. They had Plants vs. Zombies Replanted. There is Pac-Man Worlds 2 Repack. Final Fantasy Tactics. That was cool.
So excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
I loved FFT really so much.
Me too.
And it's fully voiced now.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
I'm so excited.
That looked really cool. There was Persona 3 Reload. There is Hyrule Warriors. EA Sports Madden 26. Woo! I almost said 96. 26 is coming out. Yay. No. Apex Legends, Star Wars Outlaws, Shinobi Art of Revenge. That looked really good, actually. Goodnight Universe also looks really fantastic. Borderlands 4, Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales.
I'm so sad that's Switch 2 only.
Yeah, and then
I'm gonna say
Traveler Zero. Yeah. Like that game looks really good, and I think that's coming out this year yet, right? Or did they? I don't remember. I thought they said later this year.
I don't remember. I didn't catch that date. I was writing down dates. I didn't catch that one.
Yeah. So there was other titles too, but those were some of the titles that were listed in the partner direct, and then the Indie World report. We had Mina the Hollower, which is coming out this year. Well Dweller. Never Away, Herdling, which we just mentioned. Is This Seat Taken, which is I got to play that. I played the demo of that. It was really good.
I've seen that one around. Yeah, that one looks like fun.
There is an update to the Little Kitty Big City. There's Picture Perfect update. Content Warning, which is a game that I really want to play actually as a group, because that game looks really, really good. Do you know anything about this game?
I do, actually, a lot.
Okay.
It seems like it would be really fun.
Yeah. Like, I don't like horror games, but I'll play that game. Play that game. Ball X Pit, which looks fantastic. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. I don't know much about that game. Glaciered, which looks really good. Winterboro, which is really good. I got to play that too. Undusted, Letters from the Past. Tiny Bookshop. Caves of Quad. I think that's how you pronounce that. Strange Antiquities. Opus. Prism Peak. Go-Go Town, which I love Go-Go Town. And then UFO 50, which also I really love too, because I have that on Steam too. So, I mean, both of these have a lot of games.
Yes.
I will go first. I watching both of these, I actually thought the Indie World Report did a better job at capturing some more of my interest. Now, granted, the Final Fantasy Tactics and the other two games that Square Enix is coming out with looks really good. I'm really excited about those two games. Don't get me wrong, or all three of those games. But the Indie World Report, there's just so many amazing games.
There's something special about indie games. One of the games you didn't mention, but one that actually I really, really love. Once Upon a Katamari. I'm actually really excited for, because I loved and I played Katamari Damacy so much. So, and the fact that you can play with other people now, and it's that excites me, even though it's a very niche game, and I don't think any of my friends will want to play it.
I'll play that game. I like that game. I love
Katamari.
Yeah, I did too.
So I was very happy to see that, and I loved Plants vs. Zombies, so it was great to see that being brought back. And so I a lot of the core games that I have loved, I think are making a comeback, or they're trying to bring them back, which I appreciate. But as far as like both of them, it's like I'm more interested in seeing what the indie world has to offer rather than these games that have been around forever. Like I love Squeenix. Like I love them. They create great games. But I don't know. I feel like indie developers can just I don't know. I feel like they have so much more freedom to do almost anything that they want. They can just throw a egg at the wall and see if it sticks, you know? Like it's just let's see if this works. And I love seeing that. I love seeing the creativity. I love seeing, you know, just what people can do and how they change things up, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It excites me more.
Yeah. I agree. I think I mean, even if I were to be honest with myself, because like let me tell you, like the Square Enix games look really fantastic, don't get me wrong, but even they are playing pretty safe with the whole like that 2.5D view kind of look, that new kind of perspective that got Octopath Traveler, like even both all those games kind of has lean into that. And I feel like a lot of indie games don't necessarily play it safe, right? Because they take risk, and they have to because they want to stand out. Where a lot of the games in the partner, not all of them, I won't say all of them, but it's like, well, they play it safe, right?
They do.
Like I like the Madden games, like all the Madden games are all like it's cool. It's coming to the Switch too. Don't get me wrong, it's cool. And say there was like I think there was a soccer game too in there. I don't know if I mentioned that too.
There was a soccer game.
It's cool. That's coming to the Switch, and NBA is coming to the Switch. Cool, but it feels safe. Like where like real change and real experimentation is happening on the indie scene. So, I don't know. I mean, I get why they play it safe because it's big money that they're dealing with too.
Yeah, they have a name to protect basically, whereas the indie developers don't. Like they don't. I mean, obviously when they want to make a good impression, but like you said, they need to stand out. They have to stand out, otherwise they're going to be lost in the ocean of indie developers.
So I guess both of us kind of feel like the Indie World Report may have won our hearts over a little bit more than the Partner Showcase. Not saying the Partner Showcase was bad, because there was some really good games in there, but from a showing overall, I would give like the Indie World Report a better grade than the Partner Showcase.
I also feel like with the Partner Direct, like again, like you said, like they played it safe, and it's a lot of reboots, it's a lot of remasters, it's a lot of just taking what was already successful and updating it a little bit, which I appreciate. Again, FFT, I'm so excited for Tactics.
Me too.
Like to have it fully voiced and the graphics updated, like that's what I want. It's like my personal desire to have Legend of Dragoon remastered just because I want updated graphics on it. But like that's just because I just want to see it updated now, how many years later. That'd be really cool to see. But it doesn't excite me as much as learning a new story that I don't know already, and exploring new worlds and seeing what other creators are out there.
Agreed. I guess that does lead me to my next question now. This is the other part of this two-part topic is, did Nintendo, or has Nintendo, or is Nintendo doing enough to convince people to jump on the bandwagon and buy a Switch 2? And Stephanie, you are one that doesn't have a Switch 2 quite yet.
I don't.
Do you feel like, because like, remember when we did this episode, when the Switch first came out, we did an episode, we talked about the Switch, and you said it'd be really interesting to do an episode a couple months down the road, like, is it still worth it? Well, here we are.
Hey. And guess what? I still don't have one.
You still don't have one. But I mean, do you feel like, okay, money aside? Well, no, actually, money is not aside, because I think that is a big part of it, right?
It is, yeah.
do you feel like Nintendo's doing enough to be like, yeah, I need to get a Switch too?
To be quite honest, I don't know. In my opinion, no. Because if they were, I would be setting money aside right now. Instead, I'm like, I'm not interested. There's for me personally, it's not enough for me to warrant spending, let's face it, almost $600 on a new system and some games. It's the quantity that I'm receiving doesn't match what I'm going to be spending.
Yeah.
Like I had talked to Jake many times about this, like, and even Zeb and you guys, like, until they start making games that I absolutely have to play and I need to play, that are Switch 2 exclusives, I'm not going to bother. Yes, I want to play Donkey Kong. Like, oh my gosh, I want to play Donkey Kong so bad. But
yeah.
It doesn't warrant me spending $600 just to play one game.
Yeah.
And it's just like, because I mean, and I say 600 because it's like, okay, it's what, 450 for, what, you'd have to get a bundle. I mean, why not?
Yeah, for sure.
So 450 for that, plus Donkey Kong's what, $80?
I think Donkey Kong was a $70.
70. Okay, so $70 plus I'd want an actual controller because I like the pro controller feeling rather than holding the handheld. So it's like it's a lot of money, but I don't have, and I can't justify spending on it right now. And like, even seeing like the partner direct and stuff, like the games that I'm excited for just even the partner are both Switch 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go out and buy a Switch 2. The gimmicks that they've, the webcams and all of that.
yeah.
I have that already. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need that. That's not enough for me to be like, oh, I have to have this, because I have other avenues of doing that with my friends.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do over a year's time and see how they push games and whether or not they're going to start pushing the Switch 1 to the side and primarily focusing on the Switch 2. But with the price increase that they did on the Switch 1s makes me doubt that they're going to push it aside so soon.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like, I mean, am I glad I got the Switch 2? For sure. Like, I like it, but I don't think they did enough at this point to convince people to like make the Switch. Yeah. So I think, I mean, even like, I know Metroid 4 is coming out. Metroid Prime 4 is coming out. That game I'm really excited about. I've heard people that played that at preview events said that the mouse controls with that game feel fantastic. So I'm really excited for that game. But I feel like also that game is very like a little, I don't want to say niche, but like not everybody's a Metroid Prime fan.
Right.
Like, you're not going to buy, same with Donkey Kong. Like, Donkey Kong is a fantastic game, but like nobody's going to be like, oh, I'm going to buy a system for one game or two games. And yeah, I in the what is that game called? Dragon Ride or something? the wheelchair game, the basketball game. Or even the one, or not the 1, 2, 3 Switch, but Welcome to Switch World or whatever.
Yeah,
it's called. Like,
their welcome package.
Yeah, the welcome package. Nobody's gonna buy the. There's not enough to convince people that yes, I'm making that big leap, because it is a big leap. It is a big leap. Now, I do think the price increase for the Switch 1, if you don't own a Switch, you might consider saying, well, another $50, so just buy a Switch 2, right? Like,
exactly.
But those that already own a Switch, like yourself, like, I just don't think they're doing enough to convince people to drop another, like you said, $600 to get a new system. Now, the camera and stuff like that. I actually did test this out. I have another mic. For those that are listening, you can't see this, and actually, Stephanie, you can't even see it because of my background. But I do have.
Oh, there it is.
I do have another mic, which is a very nice mic. And I usually take this like on the road with me, but I plugged it into my Switch and it worked just fine for like the game chat. And then I took a regular webcam and plugged it in, and that worked just fine as well for.
That's good to know.
Yeah, so it wasn't like I needed to buy their specific hardware to be able to play. But yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't think they did enough to, at this point. Now, I think give it a year or two. I do think that they'll have a library strong enough to convince people like there's enough exclusives here that I need to go play it on a Switch 2. My concern is that when that happens, by the time that happens, that if the tariffs are still in place, that the price will go up, and that might drive people still not to buy.
Exactly. Yeah.
2. So like I feel like this is such a weird time for fans of Nintendo systems. Of like, I don't feel like there's enough for people to ante up the money if they already own a Switch. If you don't own a Switch and you're like, I've always wanted to own a Switch, go buy a Switch 2. Like, don't you know?
Yeah, don't get a Switch 1.
Yeah, don't get a Switch 1. Like, at this point, upgrade. If you're going to spend the money, just drop another $50 and get a Switch 2.
Yeah.
But for those that like you that already have a Switch, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's at the point where it's worth it.
Yeah, they're not grabbing my attention. Like,
yeah,
like it wasn't enough for me. I don't know what I wanted, but it wasn't enough for me to be like, all right, I'm putting this on, paying for or whatever, you know, like, I'm going to start putting money back for this. Like, it's not enough. Not enough. Not yet.
When the original Switch launched, I mean, they launched with Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. So like that
was enough.
That was 2 big games.
Yeah.
And they're coming off the Wii U, right? Which was a disaster. Like, so they needed to come out swinging with that. I feel like with the Switch 2, they played it a little bit more safe, knowing that, hey, our sales for Switch 1 are still pretty good. But we do need to come up with a new system, but we don't have to come out swinging like we did before.
I mean, they had that perfect balance between portable and console.
Yes,
with the Switch.
Yes, yeah. And it's interesting because this is the first time you could argue that the Wii U was a Wii 2, but the first time that they actually used a number after their system as well. So,
yeah, which was weird.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, I get it. The system's not broken. Don't break it. Like,
right.
But also, that doesn't feel the Nintendo either.
No, it doesn't. It felt very weird.
Yeah. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, we have got Xbox and they do the same thing, and you do PlayStation and they do the same thing. So why would it be weird Nintendo does it? Well,
because they've never done it.
They've never done it before. That's just not Nintendo.
Like, even the Game Boys, they always like Game Boy Advanced.
Yeah.
Game Boy 3DS, it was they were the same, but they were also different name-wise. Like, that's why I think we were okay with Wii and Wii U. Like, we were okay with that. Like,
yeah. They did do there is one where they did the 3DS and then the new 3DS.
Yeah.
That didn't go very well.
No, that one didn't go very well.
Nobody even talks about that. Like,
no.
that was weird. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we both fall in the same category of that too, of like Nintendo needs to offer more right now in regards to, and maybe by the end of the year we'll see more. The other thing I will say, like, and again, this is mainly for people that haven't bought Switches yet, but the inclusion of the GameCube as an online resource or games, right, on their Nintendo Switch Online. That's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
They don't have a lot of games on it yet.
No. Well, neither they didn't do that either for like whenever they did the N64 when they added it.
True.
Like they didn't really put a
Still
whole
don't have
lot
a lot
out
of
there.
games.
They really don't. No.
Yeah.
They really don't, not yet. But I'm still waiting for some games.
Yeah, me too.
But it's just I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Nintendo, but I feel like they're just they're either playing it too safe or they're running out of ideas, and I'm not sure which one it is.
I suspect they're playing it safe, and I hope that there's a lot lined up yet for the Switch too. I mean, there has to be. It just launched. I mean,
I hope so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go into our last topic then, and games that we're currently playing. I'll start with you because my games that I've been playing are not your traditional video games. As I say that sounds like a weird thing to say, but what have you been playing?
I have honestly been getting back into RimWorld a lot lately.
Okay. I know you were playing that
it's
a lot before.
Yeah. They just came out with Odyssey, their newest DLC, which is
Okay.
really cool. You build you were already able to build a spaceship to leave, which is kind of like end game. But this one you build what's called a grav ship and you fly it around to different asteroids and different kind of areas. Your colony is mobile.
Oh.
Which is really cool. So I've been working towards that. It's still kind of late, like mid to later game to get there because I'm still building my grav ship, and this colony has like probably 15 hours on it. So it's a chunk of time. But other than that, I've just been mostly just RimWorld. I dipped back into Stardew Valley a bit.
Okay.
Just kind of something chill lately, especially with my schedule personally starting to ramp back up. So it's leaning more towards kind of quieter games. I know Gunfire Reborn is about to come out with a new free patch that is releasing 2 more characters, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever played Gunfire Reborn.
I have
it's
not.
Fun.
Okay.
It is first person. It's a first person shooter, but it's kind of roguelite ish.
Okay.
You go in, you do a run, and you get currency. You go back out, you unlock stuff in a tree, and then you go back in, and then there's a horde mode that you can do, but you play as these absolute adorable little creatures that all have special abilities.
Okay.
Like one of my mains that I do is a fire fox, and she just casts fire all the time.
Okay.
There's like a Rottweiler, there's a bunny rabbit. Like it's really cool.
Okay. Is this a co-op game too, or is this?
It is, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
Up to 4 people, I think. 3 or 4.
Okay.
Can't remember.
It's was it called Gunfire?
Gunfire Reborn.
Okay. Okay.
That's a lot of fun.
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
But those are primarily what I've been playing lately.
Nice.
So,
well, for me, Stephanie, I think you would appreciate this because you're a big board game fan, right?
Yes.
You love board games, right?
I love board games.
Yeah. So my wife and I, we're celebrating our 20-year anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks. And it's actually Wednesday, this Wednesday.
Oh.
This Wednesday. So we looked at our weekends. Now we are planning a big trip. We're actually going to Italy later on this year.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. So I'm very excited about it. But we wanted to do something around our anniversary, and really last weekend was the only weekend that was like open that we could actually like have my parents watch the kids and we could actually do something.
Yeah.
So we went to a neighboring town. We went to a town called Appleton. If you're from Wisconsin, people are like, oh yeah, I know Appleton. And we I planned out the day. I was like, oh, we're gonna go get breakfast at this place, and then we're gonna go paint at this place, and then we're gonna go out to eat here, and then we're gonna go to an arcade at night. Well, we had some time before we had breakfast, and we had some time before we were supposed to go to this painting session. It was just like it's like a store where they do paintings. You can group paintings, like you mentioned that before. And I said, well, there's some time, let's go to this board game. We both love board games too, and we said, oh, there's this game store called Boardlandia, let's go check this out. And this store was huge. I've never been into a board game store this big before, and they had tons and tons of games I've never even heard of before. And they had this wall of a shelf, and it had to be like 150 games at least of demo games. So you could just pick up and they had a bunch of tables, you can just play the board games. So
oh my gosh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we just grabbed a bunch of games and we played them. And then they had this table out where it was $5 a spin. And there was a wheel, and on the wheel there was options like getting a 10% off your purchase or a $10 gift card, or you could win 1, 2, or 3 games from this table. They had this table of like games that they're trying to get rid of, right? And so I was like, let's just try it. So I gave him $10. My wife spun the wheel, she won 3, she landed on 3, so she picked out 3 board games.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then I spun it. I got 3, so I picked out 3 board games.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and then we ended up buying, because they had a bunch of games that were like dented, so those were like on sale. So and then they had a bunch of games that were used, or the one that we bought that was never opened, but apparently they didn't want it, so they sold it to the store. We walked out of there with 9 games on the first day for $90.
That's it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It was awesome. We spent all day there playing board games, and we were like, oh shoot, we missed the painting. Oh well, we had so much fun. It was so much fun.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so we got a couple games. We got one called Capital City. Have you played this game ever?
I haven't played it, but I've seen the name.
Okay. So it's a card game. And you have to it's kind of like a city builder with cards.
Okay.
So people come in on this train, and you have to try to bid to get those people to work at your stores, so that it sounds really bad actually now that I say that, but they're like animals, like cute animals, like frogs and foxes. They're like, and then you have to match their symbol with the store, and then you get so much money that they make, and that's like, and then you get reputation. Anyway, so that's how you win at that game. Whoever gets the most reputation at the end of the year, plays out in a year, wins the game. And then we got a lot of games, but we played another one called The Legacy of Dragonholt.
Okay.
Which
haven't heard of that one before.
Yeah, so I haven't either. So we got it for $15. Like really cheap. And so this is a cooperative role-playing game, and there's no dice. I've never heard of this system before, but it's called the Oracle system. It's basically choose your own adventure.
Oh, okay.
You create your characters, and then based on the skills you have, the options that are available to you when you read, they give you like a bunch of these adventure books, and it says, okay, you come across like these bandits. What are you going to do? If you have alchemy, you can throw, a potion at them. If you have fighting skills, you can fight them. If you have, stealth skills, you can hide. But if you don't have any of those skills, then you can only do this, right? So, we played as a big family. All of us did, and we all had our own characters. And once one character makes a decision, then they can't make the next decision. Everybody has to make at least one decision.
Okay.
Before everybody can make another decision again. So you can't just have one person kind of ruling the whole game.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and it's a dungeon master or game master list game. So you just have the book kind of driving you what you're doing, and it knows like so it'll tell you like mark off N3, like the story node N3. And then if you read another like part of the entry, it says if you already marked this off, then go to this page. So it's really cool. It's a really neat mechanic to get people to play like a role-playing game without the heaviness of like dice rolling and try to figure out stats and all this stuff like that. It's a neat game. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it was really fun. So we went through the first adventure with that, and there's like 4 other books.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it can take up to 10 hours to play this game. The replayability, I mean, it's there. It just means you have to create new characters and make different choices.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you kind of know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
kind of sounds like I bought one of the Unlock games, which is the
yes,
escape room one.
yes.
It was fun. I can't play it again.
Because you have to cut up a bunch of stuff in those games too, don't you?
Yeah, and it's just like I can't play this game again, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad about it. It's cool looking
Yeah.
on my shelf, but it's like it's just a one and done thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we had one of those too, and yeah, at the end it's like, well, we can't even give it to somebody else because we had to cut things out and tear things open and do certain things.
yeah,
That's okay, and they're not that expensive either.
they're
typically,
not.
So yeah, I've been doing that, and then the other thing that I I got back into, so when I was in high school, a long time ago, a game came out called Magic the Gathering.
Oh no.
And
oh no.
when I was in high school, nobody, I mean, there was a handful of us that played.
Yeah.
And everybody made fun of us. Like we would, after school, we'd hang out and they're like, look at those nerds playing Magic the Gathering. Meh. Which I will say, like, it's cool now that how Magic is such a popular thing. Like
It
for
is,
me, I'm
yeah.
like, that's cool. So when we were at PAX East, they unveiled the Final Fantasy set. And I was like, okay, I kind of have to go get these cards now. So since then, I bought a lot of Magic cards.
Yeah, I will admit I look for them every time I'm in a store that I know has cards, and and only because I love Final Fantasy. Like I want them just to collect. Like I'll never play them.
Really
I just
good cards.
They're so cool looking.
Yeah, they are really cool looking. So I started going through my old cards though from like 93, 94.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I don't have Black Lotus, which would have been amazing if I had that card. Like I would have been like, "See you guys, I'm out of here."
Bye.
But I do have a couple cards that I'm like, "Really? This card? I have 3 of these, and they're worth $60 a piece. Holy cow, that's amazing!" So it's kind of cool, and like my cards like are in really good condition because I just kept them in pristine condition. Like ever since I got them, I've always kept them in a box. Or I kept them in like a container. I won't show you, but I have like this big container here of cards. And then I have a trapper keeper. Nobody says that anymore. A binder full of cards. But it's cool because I'm going through, and this is so nerdy, but I'm going through every one of my cards and I'm cataloging them. I'm putting them into a spreadsheet.
That's awesome.
So I know which cards I have and stuff like that. Yeah. So super nerdy, but I'm really enjoying it. And my wife is like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm just cataloging all my cards." She's like, "Okay, that sounds interesting." And I'm like, "I don't know." So yeah, I have a spreadsheet. I've cataloged all my blue cards so far, and now I'm moving on to probably the black cards next because I have a lot of cards that are black blue cards, and I'm trying to build a black blue deck. It's so nerdy, but it's cool.
Being a nerd's cool now.
It is cool. It is cool. It is cool.
We finally made it. We're cool
we
now.
did. I know. And the joke's on them. Like all those cards are worth something. So even the ones that aren't worth like a lot, like I'm like, yeah, they're worth something. Like
they're worth something now.
Yeah. But yeah, I showed that to Asa. I said, "Oh, look at this card." He's like, it was Force of Will. That's the card. And he's like, "Damn, like that is a cool card." And it's a rare card. I'm like, yeah, and I have 3 of them, so I don't know. I just have them. So, anyway, so that's what I've been doing.
Nice.
Yeah,
I gotta love it. It's one of my. I know it'll never happen just because it's so expensive or so difficult to just to have your own business. But I would love to own like a tea shop that is also a board game shop.
Yeah,
like,
that would be cool.
Come in, get a cup of tea. cup of coffee. Here's our wall of board games that you can grab and sit and play. Have a back room that can be rented out, for D&D, for Warhammer, for, whatever have you, like, and just have events. And I would love to do something like that. But it's such a niche thing. It's like you have to be in a very specific area to do it for it to be successful.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that, because when we were at the board game store, my wife said, like, this would be your calling, to run a board game store. Like, you just light up when you walk into a board game store. And I'm like, I know. This is so cool. I can't believe how cool this is. Yeah,
I love board games.
Yeah. We have like shelves upon shelves of board. Like, that was the other thing. Then I came home and like, I gotta find room for all these games.
Time to reorganize. Yeah, that's half the fun.
That is half the fun. That is half the fun. Also, I don't get rid of old games. I just don't. Like, same thing with my video game collection. I don't get rid of them. So like, I keep them all because I'm like, well, who knows? I might need them someday. There might be a time we pull out this old game and like, oh, I wish we had this game. You
never know. It's a conversation piece. You
know?
know?
Exactly. I will admit, there are games on our shelf that I'm like, we have not played in a really long time. Like, a really long time. And every once in a while, I'm like, but then I'm like, no, but that's really fun. And if I get the right group of people,
right?
It's a really great game.
I'm sure I could sell my PlayStation 2 collection. I could sell my Xbox 360 collection and get a few $100s out of each of those collections. You'll never get them.
Yeah.
I'll never sell them.
Yeah.
Like,
because there's something to it. Like, I don't know. The same thing, like, for me, like, my Wii was the anniversary gift, our first anniversary together. My wife bought me a Wii, and so I'm like, I'm not gonna get rid of it because like, that's our anniversary gift, so but we do play the Wii actually quite a bit, so that also gets a lot of love in our house. So anyway, well, before I head out, we should tell people how they can find us on social media. So, Stephanie, how can people follow you on social media?
Well, you can always find me here on the Gamerheads podcast. But anywhere else, whether it's Blue Sky or on Twitch, you can just look up Miss Zefina, MISSZEFINA, and you'll more than likely find me.
Yeah. And you stream sometimes too?
Yes,
right?
I do. Okay, I want to get back into it. I haven't streamed in a while, but I just streamed the other day. Myself, Trina, Jake, and Zeb, and a couple of other of our buddies. We all played Peak the other night.
I missed it because I missed. Trina messaged me and said, hey, we're all playing Peak if you want to join, and I wasn't on Discord and I missed it, and I was like, oh, shoot.
She said she messaged you, and I was like, dang.
But I really want to play that game.
We should all of us Gamerheads crew should all get together and play it. It was a lot of fun, and I have a way for us to play with more than 4 people, so we're
okay.
So
I was gonna say, is it 4 players? But
it's 4 players, but someone made a mod that you can do kind of like with like Lethal Company, and like you can play with more than just what they have. It's a little bit more chaotic, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, cool. And you can follow us on our website at gamerheadspodcast.com. You can also go to Blue Sky and find us there at gamerheadspodcast.com. You can find me on Blue Sky as well as Rogue Leader 76. And you can follow us on Twitch. I'm going to start streaming again. I haven't streamed in a while, but Gamerheads Podcast on Twitch as well. So, and you should also go to our YouTube channel too, because Trina and Zeb and Jake, are you? I know you play a lot of Warframe, but they started a Warframe podcast.
They did. I don't play Warframe.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
I thought you didn't play Warframe with? Who was I playing with? I thought that sounded like you when we were playing the other. Will the real Stephanie please stand up? Who was the person I was playing with though that was like walking me through Warframe?
I think that was Brooke. think that was Rook
okay.
that you were playing with.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't
okay.
me. I don't play
Okay.
role. I like watching everyone play Warframe. I already have one looter shooter in Destiny. I'm good.
Okay, I thought that was you because I couldn't tell, because
I was in voice chat, but that's probably
okay,
why you're thinking.
okay, that's
'cause I
probably
was
why.
there. Yeah.
Okay, because I thought I heard your voice, but I thought that was you that I was playing with. I guess not.
No.
Okay, well, I was like, oh damn, Stephanie's really good at Warframe.
No.
No. I mean,
No.
you would be if you played Warframe. I'm sure
Oh,
you'd be really
thanks.
good. Yeah.
I'll stick to Destiny.
Yeah, I get it. Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
And listeners, thank you so much for giving us a listen. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review, and we would read your review on the air. Until next week, everyone, stay safe and game on. Bye.
Laters.